we've only just started, and a lot of these people are driven by price. As they start with 1%, and then before you know it, they get up to 5%, and they're like, fuck it, we're going to 10%, because they start to understand the power of this thing. So it becomes very reflexive in price action. Then there's also these massive platform models like BlackRock, Fidelity, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, that suddenly add it to their asset allocation mix, and those guys control like $1 trillion of assets. So once they do it, it's the same process. It then starts dollar cost averaging in. And we've seen BlackRock talking about doing that. I don't think it's even started yet. So those massive pools of capital start coming in as well. And we're not talking institutions. None of the institutions are in yet, really. Also, don't forget, the 401k bid in America is another big thing. One of the reasons passive funds have outperformed active portfolios, like the NASDAQ and the S&P keeps outperforming, is because millennials, every 2 weeks, add to their 401k of this stuff. They can now add Bitcoin into their 401ks. So that becomes a every 2 week bid that goes in perpetuity forever.
Imagine a single cryptocurrency move so powerful it breaks a 7-year wedge, disrupts the status quo, and redefines how we understand market cycles. That's XRP right now. For years, this digital asset has been labeled everything from revolutionary to irrelevant. But Raoul Pal, a globally renowned macro investor and former hedge fund manager, believes we're on the brink of an XRP-fueled financial revolution. His prediction? By 2025, XRP could deliver life-changing gains and perhaps even make millionaires out of those who see the potential early enough.
XRP itself, fabulous pattern. Look at wedge after wedge after wedge after wedge. So we're just building another wedge now, ready for the next break higher. So that move is clearly not done. If you look at the weekly chart of XRP, it's a stunner. This massive 7-year wedge is broken. Who knows where this chart goes to? It's very powerful. But then go back to that chart of SUI versus XRP, and it's suggesting that SUI should even outperform this.
To understand why Pal's bold prediction is causing waves, we must look at XRP's unique position in the cryptocurrency market. It's not just another coin, it's a project that has faced legal battles, relentless skepticism, and regulatory ambiguity. Yet against all odds, XRP has emerged as one of the most resilient cryptocurrencies. Raoul Pal's analysis suggests that 2025 could mark a defining moment, driven by a combination of technical patterns, macroeconomic factors, and the long-awaited regulatory clarity that has kept XRP from reaching its true potential. Let's unpack this step by step.
So the liquidity story here is, oh my God, and I've been sent this chart 1,000 times by people. Oh my God, what happens? Is it all over? Is this the peak? Is this the end? Do we get out now? What happens? What happens? Panic, 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 bullshit. Okay, we had exactly the same thing last time Trump was elected. The dollar was strong, rates went up, liquidity contracted, the market had a big rally, which is Bitcoin, and then in January, because of the lag, what we found was a sharp 27% correction in Bitcoin. And then it ripped higher. Ripped higher so much, in fact, that it went up 23x. Now, I'm not expecting that because this was a much earlier cycle. But what we're saying is that correction is not to fear. That correction is just a marker point from phase 1 of the banana zone to phase 2 of the banana zone. Phase 2 of the banana zone usually goes into US tax season, which is like April.
For years, XRP's price movements have been constrained by what analysts call a 7-year wedge. This is a technical chart pattern where the price narrows over time, creating a triangle-like shape. Historically, when assets break out of such patterns, they often experience explosive movements. XRP's recent breakout from this wedge is more than just a charting anomaly. It's a signal that the cryptocurrency may be entering a new phase of growth.
Now, what we know, Michael Saylor met with Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, yesterday and is now raising $2 billion more to buy Bitcoin. $2 billion. So do you reckon that he heard something pretty bullish? And do you want to know what's interesting about this? Eric Trump, obviously the son of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is pro-crypto in 2025, right? And which cryptos stand to gain the most from this pro stance? Well, obviously it is the American cryptos. XRP being the most prominent figure in the American cryptos. And hopefully, guys, hopefully this is just the start of the next leg. So you can see we broke out of this wedge formation, right? And we saw a number of altcoins that had this same wedge formation. We bought all of them here on this channel at the opportune moment when we were looking like we were bouncing off our support. So XRP here, wedge formation, low level of support. We were down here, we got involved and we started to bounce. You can see about $2 here, just over $2. We have our trade here that I opened right at the bottom of that. XRP, $2.02, up 52% right there. So that was the opportunity for XRP.
Raoul Pal emphasizes that these patterns are not isolated events. They occur during specific points in market cycles, often coinciding with broader economic shifts. For XRP, the breakout signifies not just technical momentum, but also a shift in market sentiment. Investors who have been sitting on the sidelines are now paying attention, and institutional money is slowly starting to trickle in.
I think people underestimate just how degenerate these TradFi guys are. And once they come in through the Bitcoin ETF, and once they get a taste for this market, wait until they find out about meme coins and altcoins and NFTs, and that real liquidity comes in. I think that there's going to be just an unexpected boom in capital, and that's going to flow through that same cycle that we talked about before.
Everybody's been through that cycle. You have, I have, everybody. Is you come in on Bitcoin, and then you walk into the candy store and it's like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever.
Historical data supports this. In past cycles, assets breaking out of long-term wedges have delivered exponential returns. Bitcoin, for example, surged over 2,000% after breaking a similar pattern in 2017. While XRP's trajectory may differ, the parallels are impossible to ignore. According to Pal, the technical setup alone justifies optimism, but it's the macroeconomic backdrop that truly sets the stage for something extraordinary.
Elon Musk, a prominent figure in the crypto space, recently caused a 2,000% surge in a small cryptocurrency after changing his X username to Kikius Maximus. This highlights his influence over the crypto market. As an advisor to President-elect Trump, Musk is also pushing for a Bitcoin-driven economic revival while campaigning for reduced government spending. These moves come as Bitcoin's price shows signs of major shifts. Musk's strategies underline the intersection of politics, economy, and digital currencies. Questions to reflect on. How do public figures' actions impact financial markets and personal investments? Should governments adopt or integrate cryptocurrency into their economic policies? What role does political support play in the adoption of emerging technologies like crypto? This speech is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always conduct thorough research before making financial decisions.
If you follow Raoul Pal, you've likely heard him talk about the banana zone. It's his term for a chaotic yet transformative phase in financial markets. During these periods, assets can experience extreme volatility, sharp corrections, and meteoric rises. While this sounds daunting, Pal argues that the banana zone offers unparalleled opportunities for those who can navigate it wisely.
In September, we started producing this chart. You already know that I have identified that global liquidity is the driver of crypto assets. And for vast periods of time, they actually just mirror global liquidity. When you get into the speculative blow-off season, it actually tends to decouple to the upside because these are exponential assets. But right now, we're still in the point where they're highly coupled. So in September, we showed this chart and said, the first leg of the banana zone is coming. Cuts it today. I mean, that's fucking perfect. I didn't expect that to work as well as that. I mean, that is literally perfect. And that chart suggests that we go somewhere close to 110,000, maybe we overshoot it, whatever it is, but into the end of the year before we correct. So this is the first phase of the banana zone. So how is it looking in markets themselves?
Right now, we're entering one of these zones. Central banks worldwide are grappling with rising debt levels, inflationary pressures, and geopolitical tensions. In response, they're injecting liquidity into the global financial system at an unprecedented scale. This liquidity doesn't just sit idle. It flows into assets that can outperform traditional investments. Cryptocurrencies, particularly those with clear utility and strong adoption prospects like XRP, are perfectly positioned to benefit.
And then there's usually phase 3 of the banana zone is the rip into year end. And that's all driven by the liquidity cycle. So we can see these banana zone periods as they start appearing. Bitcoin just does this every time, like Doge does. So we've just broken that part of the cycle. So this is the start of the banana zone as we start accelerating higher. Going back to liquidity, here's global M2. You see, global M2 does this a lot. It also wedges. I love a wedge. They're the best chart patterns in the world. And what happens is it has a break higher, then this consolidation. It's happened every time we've got to the banana zone period, the kind of US election cycle, stuff like that. So we've done that. We've corrected the breakout. Now, global M2 is actually driven by the strength of the dollar. Now, the dollar has started to weaken. We expect it to weaken going forwards, and that will then reignite the next phase of the banana zone.
But why XRP specifically? Unlike many cryptocurrencies that rely on speculative hype, XRP has a well-defined use case, facilitating fast, low-cost international payments. This makes it uniquely attractive to financial institutions, especially in a world where cross-border transactions are increasingly critical. As liquidity floods the market, assets with real-world utility are likely to outperform, and XRP stands out as a prime candidate. To understand why liquidity cycles matter, we need to take a broader view of the financial system. When central banks inject liquidity, they're essentially making money more accessible. This often leads to increased investment in high-risk, high-reward assets like cryptocurrencies. Historically, these cycles have coincided with significant bull runs in the crypto market.
That creates financial conditions. And now what we've got here is financial conditions index, which is rates, the dollar, and oil prices, has been consolidating for a period of time. And it is suggesting that the ISM, which is the business cycle, the Institute Supply Managers Survey, should be much higher, i.e. we've got economic growth to come. It leads by 9 months. So in 9 months' time, the economy will be a lot stronger than it is today. And this is going to be important for you. So all of the stuff we talked about, rates, the dollar, even oil prices, all drive financial conditions, which drives cryptocurrencies, which drives markets in general, which drives the business cycle.
For XRP, the timing couldn't be better. The cryptocurrency market as a whole is entering a phase of maturation. Institutional adoption is on the rise, regulatory clarity is improving, and mainstream awareness is at an all-time high. XRP's established network of partnerships with banks and financial institutions positions it uniquely to capture a significant share of this new wave of investment. Pal's analysis suggests that XRP's upcoming growth won't just be a short-term rally. Instead, it's likely to be part of a broader, multi-year trend driven by increasing adoption and integration into the global financial system. If this plays out, XRP could deliver returns that dwarf those of previous cycles.
From phase 1 of the banana zone to phase 2 of the banana zone. Phase 2 of the banana zone usually goes into US tax season, which is like April. Then there's usually a consolidation because people have to sell tokens to pay taxes. And then there's usually phase 3 of the banana zone is the rip into year end. And that's all driven by the liquidity cycle. So we can see these banana zone periods as they start appearing. Bitcoin just does this every time, like Doge does. So we've just broken that part of the cycle. So this is the start of the banana zone as we start accelerating higher.
One of the biggest hurdles for XRP has been regulatory uncertainty, particularly in the United States. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs, the company behind XRP, created a cloud of doubt that has hung over the cryptocurrency for years. However, recent developments suggest that this cloud is finally lifting. In July 2023, Ripple secured a partial victory when a U.S. judge ruled that XRP is not a security when sold on secondary markets. This ruling was a turning point, not just for Ripple, but for the entire cryptocurrency industry. It signaled a shift toward greater regulatory clarity, paving the way for broader adoption.
Digital currencies are turning higher this morning, with Bitcoin climbing to just under $31,000, Ether crossing above $1,900, and XRP rallying 25% after we finally got a ruling in that battle between the SEC and Ripple.
Pal highlights the importance of this development. With legal ambiguity reduced, institutional investors, who have largely stayed away from XRP due to regulatory concerns, are now starting to take notice. This influx of institutional money could act as a catalyst, driving XRP's price to new heights. But the impact goes beyond price. Regulatory clarity also opens the door for new partnerships and integrations. Financial institutions that were previously hesitant to adopt XRP due to legal risks are now exploring its potential. This is particularly significant in regions like Asia and Europe, where cross-border payments are a critical part of the financial ecosystem.
You could not be more right about this. I mean, we obviously, particularly in Miami, there's a very vibrant community around crypto. But in other countries that don't have a strong fiat currency, the US dollar is a strong currency and you have various options to make payments. There's certainly many countries around the world where their fiat currency, the currency they traditionally would transact in, is not strong or it has very high inflation, so that local consumers, local citizens don't want to hold that currency. And crypto has really adopted even more aggressively there. Argentina comes to mind as a country that has had currency problems over the years. And so if you're Argentinian and you're holding $10,000, would you rather hold that in the local Argentinian peso or in a cryptocurrency that maybe has a stronger store of value that you don't have to worry about being inflated to a lower value than the 10,000 you started with?
While many cryptocurrencies are still searching for a compelling use case, XRP's utility is already well established. Designed as a bridge currency, it enables fast and cost-effective international payments. This makes it particularly attractive to banks and financial institutions looking to streamline their operations. Ripple's network, RippleNet, has already partnered with over 300 financial institutions worldwide. These partnerships aren't just theoretical, they're actively using XRP to facilitate cross-border transactions. This real-world utility sets XRP apart from many of its competitors, giving it a level of legitimacy that few other cryptocurrencies can claim. In Pal's view, this utility will be a key driver of XRP's growth in the coming years. As more institutions adopt RippleNet and integrate XRP into their payment systems, demand for the cryptocurrency will increase. This isn't just speculation, it's a logical outcome of XRP's unique position in the market.
We're going to keep fighting the fight here in the United States. Meanwhile, we'll continue growing the business outside the United States. 95% of our customers are outside the United States, and eventually I think we'll unlock the US market because these are technologies that I view as inevitable. They're, from a transaction dynamic, it's lower cost, it's faster, it's more reliable, it's more auditable. So there's a lot of positives that eventually I think will play out in a way that's good for constituents, citizens of the United States.
If Raoul Pal's prediction holds true, 2025 could be a year that changes everything for XRP. The combination of a technical breakout, favorable macroeconomic conditions, and growing adoption creates a perfect storm for explosive growth. For investors, this isn't just an opportunity to make a quick profit. It's a chance to be part of a financial revolution. However, Pal also emphasizes the importance of caution. While the potential rewards are immense, the cryptocurrency market remains highly volatile. Investors must be prepared for sharp corrections and periods of uncertainty. That said, the long-term outlook for XRP remains overwhelmingly positive. It's important to view XRP's potential within the broader context of the cryptocurrency market. While XRP is uniquely positioned, it's not the only asset set to benefit from the upcoming wave of adoption. Other cryptocurrencies like HBR and XLM share some of XRP's qualities and could also see significant gains. But make no mistake, XRP is the frontrunner. Its established partnerships, clear utility, and growing adoption give it a level of credibility that few other cryptocurrencies can match. For those willing to take the risk, the rewards could be life-changing.
ETH starts outperforming Bitcoin. And why is that? Well, it's a function of ISM being confidence in the economy, disposable income, or free cash flows from businesses. people have more money and feel better and have more confidence as the ISM goes up.
But just as we thought we had a handle on the crypto market, something entirely unexpected flipped the script. Remember those dinosaur coins everyone left for dead? Well, they've come roaring back with a vengeance. While everyone's been holding their breath for the next altcoin season, a handful of veteran cryptos, those coins we thought had seen their glory days, decided they weren't done yet. Enter Cardano, Algorand, VeChain, and Hedera. These coins have exploded with gains ranging from 250% to an eye-popping 750% in the past month alone. But the real showstopper? XRP. XRP is the name on everyone's lips and every social media feed. From TikTok to Instagram, it's impossible to scroll without seeing someone either celebrating its meteoric rise or lamenting that they didn't get in earlier. What's wild is how quickly the narrative around XRP shifted. Not too long ago, even big names like Raoul Pal were advising against old coins like XRP and Cardano, urging investors to focus on newer projects. And honestly, they weren't wrong for a while. For over 2 years, XRP was stuck in a limbo, hovering around 50 cents. But now, that 50 cents has skyrocketed to $2.71 in just 30 days, a 439% gain.
Listen to this.
One you like is Ripple. You said it is the coin to be looking at right now.
Absolutely.
Why?
Okay, so Ripple actually was the second largest coin prior to the SEC's investigation of them. They did this really weird lawsuit against them, and basically the Ripple's going to be the track that everything's going to be running on.
I agree.
So they created their own stable coin right now.
Okay.
And Bank of America, like I said, they were doing 100% of their internal transactions. They got 83 different patents on it, and there's some incredible stuff that's going to be coming out.
People will wake up to realize that XRP is literally the best cryptocurrency, and in my opinion, just like he said, it's going to be bigger than Ethereum. That would put it around $10 right this second. For it to be bigger than Bitcoin at its current market cap, that'd be around 30 to 40 bucks.
Let's get to the burning question. How many XRP would you need to hit the $1 million mark? At the current price of $2.59, you'd need $386,100 XRP to become a millionaire. But what if XRP revisits its previous all-time high of $3.40? In that case, you'd only need 294,118 tokens. And if the bullish momentum continues, pushing XRP to $4 or even $5, the numbers drop to 250,000 and 200,000 tokens, respectively. Now let's dream a little bigger. If XRP reaches $10, a price that some analysts believe is possible, you'd only need 100,000 tokens to hit the $1 million mark. Of course, these projections are speculative. The crypto market is notoriously unpredictable, and XRP's past volatility is a reminder that what goes up can come down just as quickly. What makes XRP's resurgence so fascinating is how it reflects broader trends in the crypto market. The comeback of older coins like Cardano, Algorand, VeChain, and Hedera suggests a shift in investor sentiment. It's a reminder that even in a market dominated by hype and speculation, fundamentals still matter. These developments could lay the groundwork for sustained growth, not just for XRP, but for the entire crypto ecosystem.
All right, so if you want to make $1 million, listen up. This is exactly what I'm going to do to make money on this coin, which is XRP, in the amount of $1 million plus. Now, this is a span of 2 years, and I'm telling you right now, there's no other coin on my mind right this second that has more upside than XRP in my opinion. Happening right now is we think that they're probably going to settle with the SEC. When and if that does happen, I'm telling you, this shit is going to go crazy. We've been primed for a breakout for almost 7 years now. One look at this thing, bro, and I'm telling you, we get past like 70 cents, the shit is going crazy. Yeah, what I plan on doing is making money on this coin when it goes up and down, using exactly what I'm about to show you. First things first, if you're following me on my Instagram, you see this plays I call in there where we make money when these coins go up and down. You can make crazy profits like this doing nothing besides clicking 1 or 2 buttons. Want to do the same? Go on the App Store, download MetaTrader 4, XRP to your chart right here, and master these 2 buttons. I'm telling you right now, you learn to make money on these coins when they go up and down. This could be you, or this could be you. Also this, definitely this, definitely this.
As we look ahead to 2025, the signs are clear. XRP is poised for a breakout that could redefine its place in the cryptocurrency market. From its technical patterns to its fundamental use case, everything is lining up for what could be one of the most significant moves in crypto history. And this is just the beginning. The story of XRP is far from over. And as Raoul Pal's prediction unfolds, we may witness a transformation that changes not just the cryptocurrency market, but the entire financial landscape. So what's your move? Will you ride the wave of $XRP's explosive rise? Or watch from the sidelines as the crypto world reshapes itself? Let us know your predictions and strategies in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and breaking crypto news. Together, we'll navigate this ever-changing market and uncover the opportunities that lie ahead.